Mario and this is Excalibur Books. A couple of things right off the bat. The quality might be a bit rubbish in this bit because it's a bit dark outside. My phone camera quality goes a bit rubbish when it's a bit dark. And sorry if you can hear stuff outside, it's just really hot so the window's open. We are doing a vlog I've wanted to do for a long time, and that is my rendition of the reading down your TBR videos that everyone's posting recently. So I wanted to do my own take on it. I think everyone's, from what I've seen, everyone's been doing this to because they have too many books on their TBRs and they want to get them down. I don't mind having a big TBR. I like having a big TBR, so I don't necessarily want to get it down, but I am running out of space for books and I want to buy more books. So I have 2 shelves that you'll see soon when we pick out a book, which has the books on my TBR that have been there the longest. So I want to basically whittle them shelves down so then I can move other books from my TBR onto them shelves. So I've seen Becca in the books do this with her Shelve It or Scrap It. I've seen, I think Riley's doing a variation of it. I've seen Jan do a version of it. Hers is called Keep It or Kick It, I think. I'll link these channels that I mentioned. I think I'm gonna call mine Read It or Leave It. So this is episode 1 of Read It or Leave It. Here are the shelves that I'm talking about, so you can have a scan and see what books I've got on here. But yeah, it's literally every genre that I read, a little bit of everything on there. Just, it's double stacked as well, so there are stuff behind. We will move over to those shelves and get picking our first book. So here we are at the TBR shelves. This is literally just 10% of the books that I've not read, so it's not a lot, but these are the ones that have been here the longest. So I want to whittle these ones down so then I can move some of my new books onto here. It is double stacked up at the top as well. There's all a mixture on here. There's some series starters. There's some, this is the last book in a series that I'm reading. I'm not reading these ones down here, they're just there. Sorry about the angle and that you can only see half of my face, but we are sat on the floor. I was going to do a random number generator, but then because it was double stacked it's a bit difficult, so I thought I'd get my challenger, so it's still random. They have prompts to follow. So let's pull one out and see what we're reading. I don't really have a preference right now. I can read anything at the minute, but I do fancy a horror, I think, because I don't think I've read one for a while. Seasonal. Well, I'm not a seasonal reader, but at the minute it's late spring summer, so I don't really have summery books. What's this one? This is a historical, and I've also literally just DNF'd a book by this author as well. Summer. Salt Slow. Oh, we do have this that has got a cool box on the front, so that's summer. I think it takes place at a festival as well, so could pick this one. Oh, there's The Island. Some of these books at the back I've literally forgot they own as well. Oh, A Family Vacation. That is very summery. So it's between This Delicious Death and The Island. So we have a horror and a thriller. So we have a horror set at a summer festival, or a family vacation in Australia, and it seems like it's a thriller. I think I'm going to pick this one. So we'll start with this one and see how it goes. give a quick update on This Delicious Death by Kayla Cottingham. I'm over halfway through, I'm 160 pages into it. But yeah, I thought I'd give a quick update before I go work. I'm about to leave for work in about 10 minutes. Luckily I can get some reading done at work. Basically it starts off with, we've got a group of friends and they're going to a music festival. The only problem is that there was this thing called the hollowing where people got an illness and then a lot of people recovered from it, but the people that didn't, they turned into ghouls, which are basically like zombies, but like they're still human, if that makes sense. Like they're not full-on zombies, they just like turn into zombies when they like eat human flesh and stuff. So yeah, and this group of friends are ghouls, so they have like a system where they're like tracked, like the community tracks them so they know where they are, because a lot of people obviously think they're dangerous because they eat people. In this world the government are like they're trying to include the hollow people, but then there's a lot of people that think they should just be like killed and stuff. And they've got this thing called synflesh, which is like artificially grown organs and stuff for the hollow people to eat. And yeah, they're going on this road trip to a music festival. Let me shut that door. And my only thing is that you can tell that it's YA. There has been some like gory bits, but I think it's the writing mainly that seems a bit YA. This bit's in the synopsis, so it's not a spoiler, but basically they meet one of the bands that's playing at the music festival, and then the first night one of the girls from this group accidentally kills one of the like boy band members. Yeah, so they're now finding out like why did this happen, like did something trigger this. There's obviously talk about like being discriminating towards the hollow people, and then they're obviously thinking like this is gonna like reinforce them thoughts of what people are having. I'm enjoying it. I'm thinking it's more like a popcorn read at the minute. It's not like amazing, but it's like a fun fast read to enjoy, like a palate cleanser. I don't know what I'm gonna rate it. It depends on the ending. There is some mixed media as well, which is quite good. So this one's like a letter or like message type of thing. Between some chapters there's like each of the girls in the groups like experience turning into a ghoul as well. This took a bit of an investigative turn, which I'm enjoying, so if it carries on that way then I might rate it quite highly. But yeah, I'll give you my thoughts when I finish this. Hello, sorry, I've got to quickly button this vlog because I'm editing it and I just realised there's actually no clip of me giving my final thoughts on this book, so I don't know if I even did it or if I deleted it, I can't remember. But I gave it a 3.5 stars, I think, if I remember rightly, because it was a couple of weeks ago now. Yeah, but basically my thoughts haven't changed. Like, it's a fun, fast read. Like I said, like a popcorn read. I think I would have liked it better if it was an adult horror book. I have actually took the other book by this author off my TBR because I think it's probably going to be like something similar, like a 3.5 stars, and I'd just rather read books that I think I'm going to love rather than just like quickly enjoying them, forget about it. I quite liked the ending. There was like another element brought in other than the ghouls, so that was fun. I can't actually really remember the ending, so it's quite hard to talk about, but I remember it like the action picking up a bit, and that was much better. Not much to say, just fun whilst it lasted, but it's not going to leave a lasting impression. Right, so we're back at these shelves again to pick my next book, and we're back at this rubbish angle, but it's because they're really low down. These shelves are really low down near the floor, but we're going to pick another prompt. We want something, well, I just want a short book. but I don't really care what genre it is. So let's pick another challenge from the jar. And we have Agatha Christie, which is actually perfect because I have a few of them on here. Let's have a look. So we have Ordeal by Innocence, The Hollow, Five Little Pigs, Halloween Party. We have The Big Four and Cat Among Pigeons. This one is on my horror bingo board that's done by Wicked Reading, so I might pick this one. Yeah, we're gonna go for this one because it will complete a prompt on the horror bingo board. So I just went ahead and finished Halloween Party without updating you or anything, because when I thought about updating you I was like literally over halfway through the book, so because it's only small, so I thought I'll just finish it and then give my final thoughts and then just go pick another book. Not one of my favourite Agatha Christie's, which is a shame because I've been excited for this one. Basically what happens is at the start of the book they're setting up a Halloween party for the kids in this village. Let's see if it tells you about the death in the synopsis. I don't know if there is not a synopsis. Well, I'll just say it is, this takes place at a Halloween party and then the death occurs at the Halloween party, one of the party goers, and then Poirot obviously comes to this little village to investigate. And it is, the reason I didn't enjoy this one as much as it is very much just conversations, which quite a lot of Agatha Christie's are, but this one was like a lot, just going to this person, asking them to retell what they saw at the party, onto the next person, they were all just saying the same thing. And I would say that I didn't guess like who did the murder, but I did guess, because there's a couple of murders in this one from the past, not at current time, and I did sort of guess what happened to a character in the past, which obviously had something to do with the current murder as well. So I guess that part I just didn't guess like who did it. It'll make sense if you read it. If you've not, then that won't make sense. One of my least favourite, but I'll still keep it because I do like collecting Agatha Christie's and I love the cover and the edition of this one. It's a bit battered, there's some pages ripped like this. This one's ripped, but it doesn't matter. I think I've not put it through core pile yet, but it's feeling like a 2.5 stars. I think just like middle of the road, halfway to 5-star. I could feel myself getting a bit bored of all the conversations halfway through, but then like my interest picked up again, like at the end. I really liked how this one wrapped up. So yeah, let's go pick another book. I think this is going to be my last one I pick for this video. Hello, we're back at these shelves again at this funny angle. I'm here, but we need to pick another prompt out of here. I am hoping for something fast-paced and quick again. Maybe a fantasy or something, but I'll do this on camera so you can see. Let's go for this one. Do you read what that says? Mum book. Okay, so we're gonna put that's one of my mum's books, so we're gonna not do that because none of my mum's books are obviously on my shelves. So we'll pick a different one out because that doesn't work for this. This one that says James pick. Let's see what James is doing. So these shells, and they're double backed as well.
Yes.
That's not a book, obviously. That's Harry Potter DVDs.
This.
No, you know, I've said before I'm not reading them.
This.
Oh, but I want to read all the Twilight books.
You don't get to choose.
But that's the last Twilight book, and I want to reread the first one first. Do you want to pick Twilight?
No, I want to pick that specific one.
Yeah, but I've not. I want to reread.
Fine, this one.
Oh my god, are you serious? I knew you was going to pick this one.
That one, yeah. That's my pick.
I said I wanted to. I said I wanted something fast and easy. Look at this.
Sorry.
So James has literally picked the last book I wanted to read on this, and I knew he was going to pick it, and that's Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. I mean, I do want to read it. There's just a lot of pages and the writing's really small, but the stories are short. So let me get a few stories down and then we'll do an update for this. I'm going to finish this vlog and give you my thoughts on Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. I love this edition, it's so nice, isn't it? I can't remember, I think I just got this off Amazon. This was quite dense to read. However, I'm glad I actually finally read it, because I don't think I would have got to this for a very long time. I don't think I would have picked it up without like being forced to, like I was on this bit. Yeah, so if you don't know, the Grimm brothers wrote these fairy tales, and they wrote some of the really big Disney ones as well, like Cinderella and Snow White, but obviously their original form that they were written in is very different to the ones that we all know today. So it was really interesting to read the original stories. For example, like in Cinderella, stories are just a lot darker. Like in Cinderella, the stepsisters like cut their toes off to fit the feet in Cinderella's shoe, like stuff like that, and it's crazy. But some of my favourite ones, so I obviously really liked Rapunzel, Cinderella, Snow White, Hansel and Gretel. I really enjoyed those ones because I know them and I can see the difference. What else was there? That Rumpelstiltskin, that's one of my favourite nursery rhymes anyway. And then some that I've not read before that I really enjoyed. The Story of the Youth Who Went Forth to Learn What Fear Was. I like that one. There's so many stories, I can't remember which one's which. Because in this edition there is 201 nursery rhymes, or fairy tales, really. I really like The Frog King or Iron Henry. I don't think there was really any that I disliked. I quite enjoyed reading all of them because they're only a few pages long anyway. Some of them were a bit strange, like they just suddenly ended and I didn't really get what's going on. But obviously all the stories have like a lesson to learn, like all or most fairy tales, they come with like a big lesson, like not to be greedy and this is what happens if you're greedy. Well, yeah, I do really, if you like fairy tales or like old fantasy stories, I do recommend reading this, even if you just read like a story a day or something. Some of them are literally like half a page long as well. I don't think I'm going to rate it because there's just so many different stories. I just don't know how I would rate it, but I would say that I recommend people read it and I enjoyed my time reading it. We had 3 books in this vlog, and so I'm just going to leave it there and upload this video. I do want to make another one of these soon, so I can't wait to get started onto our next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye.